Hey guys, this is Tyler from Fried Chicken and Rice here to do the third and final game of ReshiBoar versus MewGar. I'm on the left with MewGar and Isaiah is on the right, still playing his ReshiBoar deck. We draw our 7 and he mulligans, and so he has to draw a new hand with 4 basic. I start with Ghastly, which is not what I want to start with. I want to start with a MewGar Smeargle in my deck, so I can get the turn 1 C off. But I top deck a Mew and play down my base on my bench, so I can be donked by like I can't even I don't even know what, but so I can be donked. So he draws a new 7. I draw my and yeah, I believe he starts with Cluffa here, and we start. I call tails, and I get it. So I attach Psychic to Ghastly. And I just do sneaky placement to put 10 on Cleffa. I don't want a Juniper because my hand is amazing because I have turn 1 Gengar. Or, sorry, turn 2 Gengar. But, yeah, I mean, like, and Seeker's still amazing too. So he top decks Collector, or he has Collector. He uses it to get 3 basic Pokemon. So he gets a Tepig, a Vulpix, and I believe another Reshiram here. Yeah, Reshiram. He's gonna place those down on his bench so I can't hurl into darkness them. And then I believe he just ekes to Cleffa's attack, which costs zero energy. And that lets him shuffle his hands here his deck and draw a new hand of 6 cards. So that's pretty insane. Um, and my board position is really bad right now. And he basically has all his basics he'll ever need set up. So that's pretty bad for me. I wanted to get turn 1 C off. You basically need that versus this deck because it's just way more efficient than Mew is. So my turn, I draw. Uh, so the sleep row, which I ignore, is just irrelevant because I don't do damage. I rare candy into the Gengar, so I have turn 2 Gengar. Rare candy lets me go straight into a stage 2 as long as the basic has been down for a turn. I'm debating between Seeker and Juniper. So he wakes up on the sleep Phillip, but I don't really care. I play the Seeker here because if he has no Pokemon in his hand, then that's just I don't want to have a dead turn basically. So he picks up a Reshiram here, which is the right choice because he really only needs 1, and he beat me. So yeah, unfortunately he has Emboar in his hand as well. I choose Reshiram here just because I'm thinking that if I can somehow get rid of that Reshiram, he's left with only RDL. And yeah, I'm not really sure what my rationale was there. It was just bad thinking. I should have gotten rid of the Emboar. So if you're in this situation, pick the Emboar. Because if you had Rare Candy, I would have been totally screwed. So he communications, puts away a Pokemon in order to search his deck for Ninetales, evolves his Vulpix. He discards a Fire with Gross Reveal in order to draw 3 cards. And at this point, I believe he junk armed. Oh, he plays Sepik, sorry. And now I believe he junk arms. Yep, discards 2 cards from his hand in order to get it back to the Pokemon communication. So he's going to trade out his Emboar now in order to get a Pignite. So that's a good move because he couldn't get the Emboar this turn, and he's planning on eking. Next turn, if he has Emboar or if he has a Pokemon communication, he doesn't have to have a rare candy in order to evolve into the Emboar and start using Infernal Fandango to rain a bunch of fire energies all over the place. So he retrievals for 2 fire. There's really no purpose, but I guess he just really wanted the energy attachment on the Reshiram, but he's going to end up shuffling that away. The second energy away with Cleffa on Eek. I top deck Collector. The Roseanne is a proxy for Pokemon Collector. So I'm going to play that down and get a Ghastly Mr. Mime and a Spiritomb. The reason I want to set up Ghastlies and so I can get more Gengars, because I didn't get the turn 1 C off on Mew, waiting in order to do see off. It's going to put me behind a turn, and I really need to go fast versus this deck because you're really only going to ever beat them if they're still in their setup phase, or if you just have overwhelming lost zone advantage in the early game. So I trick reveal. He has a Pokemon in his hand, so I'm set to Hurl into Darkness. Unfortunately, I do see that he has Blast Power and he has Energy Retrieval. So he's going to be able to one-shot my Gengar, which is pretty unfortunate. But there's not really much I can do, so I Hurl into Darkness, get rid of his RDL, or Rayquaza Deoxys Legend top piece. He goes. Believe he discards the fire for Roast Reveal. Yep. Draws 3 cards. At this point, he has both pieces of Rayquaza Deoxys Legend in his hand, or the Proxied Psychics. But he has Junk Arm, so he's thinking of using Pokemon Communication from his discard pile. Which is the correct play, even though he will be getting rid of his complete Rayquaza Deoxys Legend. Because MewGar is just going to is basically the core of this ReshiBoar deck. If you get that up, Infernal Fandango lets you play any number of fire energy in your hand onto your Pokemon. It's absolutely insane. Like nothing can stop it. It's absolutely amazing. So he makes the correct play here. Junk Arms discard 2 cards in order to get back the Pokemon Communication. He trades out a Rayquaza Deoxys piece and then has Sour Grapes because he has to get rid of it. So he trades that out. He's going to get the MewGar here. And at this point, I'm pretty dead on board because he has a basically complete setup. He has the Ninetales for draw power. He's going to have the MewGar for energy acceleration. And he has the attacker in Reshiram. So there's the MewGar. And whereas right now I'm staying there with my Gengar, so not really doing much. I know he has the plus power too, which makes matters way worse. So he's gonna play the plus power here, and then I believe he Junipers for 7 new cards. There we go. And he hits his fire energies. So he's going to Infernal Fandango to put a fire energy onto the Reshiram, and then attach lightning for his energy attachment for the turn. Oh, sorry, he Pokemon Communications first, trades out a Proxied Cleffa in order to get the Rayquaza Deoxys Legend piece bottom, because he drew the Rayquaza Legend top piece. He's just going to trade that out for the actual one real quick, just so better visual look. So now he's going to do the energy shenanigans like I was talking about. And there we go. And boom goes the dynamite. So, yep, he discards his 2 fire with Blue Flare to do 130 damage thanks to his plus power. I draw Haunter, but I have Junk Arm, so I discard the Haunter and Flower Shop Lady in order to get back my Rare Candy. I Rare Candy straight back into my Gengar, and I'm relatively set up. I Trick Reveal. I see that he didn't draw a Pokemon off of his prizes. Play the Spiritomb down to Spooky Whirlpool, force him to draw 6 new cards, and play my Juniper, discard my hand, which of 0 cards, to draw some pretty good energy. So that was pretty important. So get the Psychic, I retreat my Mew, and I Hurl into Darkness. So he has plus power, and I miss my Pokemon hit for Hurl into Darkness, so I'm just really screwed right here. He discards a fire for Roast Reveal, gets some new cards, he plus powers, and I believe he Junk Arms. Yeah, Junk Arm, discards 2 cards, get back energy retrieval. Yep. Gonna get some more fire energy like a boss, and then Infernal Fandango those onto the Reshiram. And with that KO, I'm going to be absolutely dead on board with basically nothing. I'm going to be forced to see off. It's just horrible for me. I'm just totally screwed. Uh, Basically, if you get to this point in the game, unless you get really lucky, you're probably going to lose. He communications the Cluffa away to get nothing. So that's pretty good because that just basically means that that's one less Pokemon I can hurl into darkness from his hand. And here he blue flares me for the KO again. So I'm forced to send a Mew because it has Fear Retreat. At this point, I'm going to Flower Shock Lady in case I didn't bother to check to see what my prizes were. So I'm just going to put my 2 Gengar and a Ghastly, as well as 2 Psychic Energy. That way I'm assured of getting the Gengar, and now I have a way to rare candy back into my Gengar stuff. So we put those back in, test my Psychic, and I'm going to be seeing off one of my Gengar Primes. See you, Gengar Prime. So he goes. Discards a Fire for a Roach Reveal, draws 3. Rare candies into another Emboar, because why not? So yeah, if he KOs my Mew, I'm pretty much screwed. I don't have any way to retreat my Mr. Mime or Spiritomb for free, unless I top deck a switch. I would still need Mews, and it's just really bad. So he switches here for his Rayquaza Deoxys Legend. Plays 2 Fire with Infernal Fandango. Plays Juniper, discards his hand to draw a new 7 cards. Hits the Lightning and a Fire. So he's going to go ahead, use the attack to do 300 damage to my Mew, and because of Rayquaza Deoxys Legend's Pokebody, he gets 2 prizes instead of 1. So now he only needs 2 more prizes. So that's basically just 1 attack from Rayquaza Deoxys Legend. So unless I can do something really amazing, I lose. So here I get Ghastly, Mew, and another Mew off of Pokemon Collector. I'm basically just praying that he doesn't have energy right now. It's basically the only way I can win is if I get 4 more Pokemon in this Lost World. Probably not going to happen, but it's worth a shot. So at this point, I just pass it off after I attach a Psychic Energy to Ghastly. The energy is going to move around because I'm debating whether I want to just do the Mew Prime or the Gengar. The Gengar is the play here just because it has 130 HP, so if he decides to retreat for Reshiram, he can't one-shot it. But yeah, there's really no rationale for where... It doesn't matter where I'm going to put the energy because there's no reason for him to attack with Reshiram. Just looking at my options right now. Realize I'm pretty much dead, but, you know, got to keep that hope alive. So, at this point I'm screwed. At my turn, I'm going to move the energy back to Ghastly. Now I am my turn. He's going to go. Plays 3 energy, attaches attacks for game.